I took a slight break from playing so I could complete a lot of these challenges. So far, I only have a bit of the Pokédex left, some Mega Evolution Pokédex, and I gotta get these wins. But we're gonna continue with the main story. Check in for reward matches. So Zach made it. Alright, let me call your opponent to the battle court and then you two may begin at once. If they call me Z Eternal, that's because Z is the ultimate, the end to all that comes before it. Why are his Pokemon still so low? My last Pokemon, this will be my Z, the final letter in my challenge against you. You could have did better than this. You mean I had to do all of that? It was like 50,000 tickets for points just so I could fight level 10s? At least my Pokemon battles lend some appeal to trying over and over, knowing you'll fail. Congratulations, now you claimed victory 1 in 1 reward match. Here's your reward, HP ups, and XP candy. EK, thank goodness. Drop whatever you're doing and hurry straight back to Hotel Z right now. Like now. And I guess before I got this, last episode, the end was kind of heavy. It was a lot. I did have fun. I know that's like the end of the story. And we're in the post game now, but I liked it. Still feel a type of way about AZ and all of that. We meet again. I would speak with you about AZ, but words fail me. How does one speak fittingly of such a man? It's tragic that after seeing so many others to their rest, he was alone when his time came. Still, I am glad for the conversations he and I had, however scant. Excuse me, but what did you talk to AZ about? About the agony of being unable to die. About his deeds, both good and heinous. Even though it was for the sake of peace, he did build Ange. Do you consider that a bad deed? Not necessarily, though the havoc it wreaked on Lumiose is undeniable. The exact casualty is unclear, but we can surmise that Ange's influence resulted in more wild Pokemon gathering throughout Lumiose, which led this city, built for humans, to become a place of harmony with these wild creatures. But now we have separated Pokemon and humans into different areas once more. I wonder, is it that we keep each other at arm's length with those holotech barriers? Perhaps we will find another way. I look forward to seeing what the people of this city choose. Right, so I have, of course, come here to tell you something. I'll get to it. After you and I spoke in Lysander Labs, more of my memory returned, and I recall the existence of two beings. The one that gives and the one that takes. I wish that I could tell you more. I am sorry, for now. All I can remember are these epithets. But I have more to tell you. Zygarde has not shown itself since that eventful day. I imagine it exhausted its power and has now retreated somewhere to quietly recover. You understand what that means, do you not? There are none but you on whom I can rely. That being the situation, I will leave the rest up to you. Please find the two I spoke of. What even was that? It's like that guy was trying to win a cryptic old man contest. He didn't give you much to go on, did he? Perhaps you could learn more from people with connections to Team Flare? Got anyone in mind? Mabel at the Pokemon Research Lab in Grisham in Nouveau Cafe, I suppose. There you go. We'll be cheering for you. So we're looking for the one that gives and the one that takes. What you be doing in here all day? Just getting angry? Greedy little imbecile. Throwing even more budget at the wild zones because now they're a hit with the tourists. We can't handle that without more funding. This idiot mayor is going to be the death of me. Who's the mayor? Did we ever see them? Sure, things with Prism Tower have calmed down at last, but that doesn't mean there aren't other threats to Lumios. The signs are all there. Well, look who's here, the finest researcher in the entire Mabel stable. You must have something pretty annoying to ask me if you've come all the way to my office, right? Lysander did mention something. Here we go again. Even after years on the straight and narrow, I still can't escape my past. Alright, I guess I can't avoid it forever, so I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you what I know. There's a pair of legendary Pokemon in the Kalos region. The one that takes, otherwise known as Utovul. I'm gonna learn how to say that name too. I don't think I've ever been able to. And the one that gives, usually called Xerneas. I know quite a bit about the two, since Team Flare tried its hand at capturing them both. Listen, I'm about to share something important, so I need you to pay attention here, kid. We've been getting some strange readings lately from the wild zone around town. If I had to posit a theory, or is it posit? Might be posit. I'd say it's almost like the areas have been bathed in Xerneas' life energy. And in every wild zone where we've detected these weird readings, we've seen a certain kind of Pokemon appearing without fail. They're alpha Pokemon, but not the usual kind. Something's not right about them. These anomalous alphas have to be connected somehow to Xerneas, to the one that gives. And even if they aren't, I guess we still ought to take care of them. Alphas always spell danger. I'm sure you can tell where this is going, right? Your new research task is to catch or defeat the anomalous alphas in wild zones 3, 5, and 9. Now get to it. Oh, let's go find those alphas. That's a Steelix, I want that. It would be great for my Pokédex. This ain't gonna work. Oh, nope. Just in case. This ain't gonna work. Let me catch you. Yep. So that was number 3. Put this in my living dex. So now we gotta go to number 5. I gotta heal first. I'm gonna guess it's this Glade. Get ready to fight. Another one caught. Let's get out of here. And we're safe. Let's see. Did I just catch? Caught a Glade. Need this one to go right here. I'll fix things later. What I want to do now is... Do I need to heal? I'll just do that. Then we can go to 9. The only other one that I might not have seen is Scizor. It has to be here somewhere. Maybe on the roof? I hear something. Nope. Manetric. Yep, got it. I'm gonna guess I gotta go back to Mabel. You haven't yet surveyed all the anomalous alphas I asked you, have you? You need a reminder where to look? Did I not get all of them? 3, 5, and 9, right? Okay, gotta go back. Could it be Pangoro? How do I get there, though? Yeah, it's Pangoro. Let me get... Oh well. That's not gonna do anything. Okay. Well, let's go heal, and then we'll go back. And here's my little superstar. See, tackling my tasks has trained you up to handle just about anything, wouldn't you say? Now then, looking at the data you collected, we're basically headed for disaster. Xerneas, the one that gives life, is beyond a doubt drawing close to Lumios. We can probably infer that the crisis with the tower triggered this behavior. The excessive mega power from the tower caused rogue mega evolution, and if Xerneas shows up, something similar could happen again. I mean, it has command of basically an unlimited pool of life energy. There's only one way to make sure we avoid another disaster. Xerneas must be caught. It looks on track to appear in Wild Zone 11. And once it appears there, it'll be a problem for some outstanding trainer to deal with. By which I obviously mean you, not me. Wild Area 11, where? It's kind of fitting. Okay, I guess this is where we gotta go. Am I ready? Looks like you've made contact with our target. You're up against Xerneas, one of the legendary Pokemon of the Kalos region. We need you to catch that thing. Quick ball? Nope. You're just gonna power up the whole time? That was easier than I thought. Ding, ding, ding. You sure did it. And to the victor goes the spoils, meaning, congrats, you got yourself a legendary Pokemon. Seriously, great work. When we found Xerneas 5 years ago, it was basically dormant in a tree-like state. It was a lot easier to secure like that compared to what you just had to do. But even then, you can feel the life force just roiling around it. I'd been researching Pokemon's life energy for ages, and I was still overwhelmed by that feeling. Seeing Xerneas again after all this time, it's quite something. But look at me, still stuck here, forbidden from traveling about freely or leaving Lumios. Then there was all that mess with the energy leaking from the tower and powering up wild Pokemon. That energy's probably even what caused all these wild Pokemon to flock to the city, wanting a taste. In short, things have been rough. But somehow we've managed to prevent even more trouble from befalling the Pokemon here. Looking at it like that, it's nice to know that my work for Team Flare wasn't a total waste. And you still haven't finished all the research tasks I wanted you to do for me either. So maybe you can take a breather today, but I'm still counting on you to get that work done. Oh, the Alphas are back. One legend down, one to go. Technically, they're still Zygarde. The only good thing we've got to offer is our location. You here for another nasty drink? Grizel, I do wish you wouldn't be quite so candid in your sales pitch. What? We saved the whole dang city with him. You think we still need to stand on ceremony? So what do you want today? The same old fire blast roast? The one that takes. You speak of the legendary Pokemon Yveltal and Xerneas. Never thought I'd have to hear those names again. Thanks for yet another reminder for all the ways we messed up back in our Team Flare days. If you're facing either of those two, we'll help out. I hate the aftertaste of failure. Indeed. But if you aim to take on a legendary Pokemon, I think it would be wise to reach out to the good people of Quasartico first. Meet us at the Quasartico Inc. building. Discussing this further without them won't get us anywhere, I believe. Going to Quasartico. Here you are. We'd heard from Grisham that we should be expecting you. And I have an update of my own. Our teams recently detected some sort of flying object approaching Lumio City. We have since determined that this object is most likely the legendary Pokemon Yveltal. Yveltal is a real nasty piece of work. It nearly took out a whole Team Flare unit on its own, back when we tried to capture it to use for the ultimate weapon. And that was when it was in its dormant state, mind you. We did finally manage to contain it, thanks to the efforts of the very best trainers that Team Flare had to offer, including our former admin Malva. If our forces hadn't been so depleted by that foolish campaign, I doubt those children would have ever reached the ultimate weapon to stop it. This time, Quasartico Inc. will be stepping in to help so you don't end up similarly overwhelmed. You see, Team Flare had a device that they used to train some of their team members. It was a battle simulator that could fully recreate Pokemon using holotech, down to the details of how they moved and the effects of their attacks. Grisham and Grizel here had both experienced it for themselves, so we asked for their input and built ourselves an improvised version. Yes, we'd had to train against such a device back then as Team Flare's future leaders. But the monstrosity Quasartico's made is even worse than what Team Flare had come up with, making it the perfect tool with which to train for a great challenge such as this. EK, I would like to ask you to battle once more against Victory Bell, Hawlucha, and Tyranitar in their rogue Mega Evolved states. The device is kept in the lower levels. We call it the Rogue Mega Evolution Simulator 3000. If you'll follow me, please. We can set you up to battle against the Rogue Mega Evolution Simulator from here. I would like to go against Victory Bell because that is the easiest. Very good. And I wish you the best of luck in your battle against it. On my own? This ain't much damage. So close. A resounding victory. I'd expected no less of you, of course. Which Pokemon would you like to take next? Now, give me a second. I need to figure out. Evolution Tyranitar. To take out Tyranitar, Aggron would be good. Aggron or Metagross would be good. With Embor as support. We'll start off with Metagross. Maybe I should have brought Garchomp. Oh, I need you to be a little faster than that. Yeah, I'm not talking a lot because I'm focusing. Garchomp would have made this a lot easier. I did not pick the Pokemon that would actually help me win. Okay, I'm running out of ideas. One in the middle. I need a little more than just a good job at the end. What am I gonna do now? Hawlucha. I don't think Hawlucha was as bad, but I probably don't want a steel type. I'll put Garchomp on there. Actually, Metagross is probably better than Aggron in this case. Florges is okay. We'll see how things go. What are you holding? Yes. Come on. There was no warning. Okay, that one was a bag. Good thing I did Tyranitar second. Superbly done, as was to be expected from one of our first ever ZA Royale champions. You are truly impressive to have so soundly defeated 3 Rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon on your own, even if they were simulations. I guess it was pretty impressive. Yes, what is it? Understood. So the flying object we believe to be Yveltal has finally reached the borders of Lumio City. Please notify nearby residents. Civilians should be put on alert. I suppose you overheard all that you needed to. Yveltal has arrived. It appears to be headed for the roof of the Rouge District's Galerie de la Lune. Yveltal is said to be able to absorb life force. It represents death itself, meaning that simply defeating it in battle won't be enough. It'll just recover and fly into a rage. You absolutely have to catch it to control it. Gotta say, Ampharos proved himself. So we gotta go where? On the roof. Oh, that's convenient. Okay, no, I'm in the right place. Oh, right in the middle. Okay. Am I good? I think I'm ready. Feel like I already did this. We've detected Yveltal's life force. I suppose you must have found it. Yveltal is an extremely dangerous Pokemon. I trust you will take care. And you know you've got to catch it, right? That's a big job, but you ought to be up to it. Not too bad. What was the catch rate on these? Because these were kind of easy. You never stop surprising me. To think that you would be able to conquer even Yveltal. I just wanted to protect Lumiose. Perhaps it's true that wanting something too much clouds the vision, sending one down paths that lead only to defeat. What are you going on about now, Chris? Nothing. Nothing at all. I was just thinking how wonderful it would be to have a serious battle against our friend here, who has subdued Lumiose's mightiest Pokémon. Seriously, if there's a point here, would you mind getting to it? My point is only that my old fixation upon restoring our honor held me captive to the past. And now I am focused wholly on becoming the greatest I can be. A better goal, I rather think. Yeah, I guess. Nothing wrong with that, huh? I prefer the look you get on your face when you're focused in battle. You almost look good. I think I almost maintain a nice expression when I am dealing with our customers. Speaking of which, are you ready for a nice coffee break? Alright, one piping hot cup full of props to you. I swear, it's not just dregs we couldn't sell today. Okay, is that the end of the legends? It seems like it is right now. So I guess I just keep doing the ZA Royale. Yeah, so until I figure out exactly how to get Zygarde, I guess I'll continue searching. Still missing one Pokemon besides you. So until next time, whenever that will be, I'll catch you later.